Hey guys.
That sounded like Netflix.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
And today
we have another table talk.
Table talk.
We love table talks.
If you love table talks, just comment below and let us know that you love it.
Yeah.
So we continue. Or you can say you hate it and then
we delete it.
And then we continue. We don't care.
No, just, let us know. Do you guys want to have a podcast? Should we start doing a podcast? Because we are really considering it.
Yeah.
We are considering it because I love good podcasts that I can listen to. That they talk sometimes about stuff like movies or stupid stuff like, I don't know, Christmas and how is it in your family, how's it in my family, like things like this. We love those things, and I think it will be cool. But you want to hear you side of the story, your opinion on it. So let us know. Do you want to have a table talk podcast? Yay, nay?
Yay, nay, German. Yeah, let us know. But today we'll be talking about living in Germany, pros and cons. We're gonna start with the pros. So what is one pro or one advantage of living in Germany? You don't know a pro or what? Okay, I'm gonna start. Yeah,
I think it's good that you start. Please, go ahead.
You do the cons. Funny enough, she's the German. She doesn't know the pros. I know the pros. Number one, the first pro of living in Germany is the economy. Mm-hmm. Of all other European countries, Germany is, if not the best, but among the best when it comes to the economic standard, like the jobs stability, just how they take care of their citizens financially. In that case, of course, you pay a lot of taxes, which also helps to do that. Germany is one of the highest, if not the highest, place where you pay taxes.
Yep.
Like the books for taxes is like insane. It's incredible. People, it's so complex. But the job stability is very good in Germany. So if you're thinking about a country where you would have job stability and always have something to do, especially in a specific field, I wouldn't say if music and arts and whatever is your field, I wouldn't recommend Germany. But, IT, medicine, engineering, like just all this different
even
stuff.
Yeah, IT. You said that already.
IT. So
even doctors, if you think about
medical
fields,
big.
Yeah, it's really huge.
If that's your field, Germany is the place for you. Like, and Germans, they work.
They love working more than they love their family sometimes.
Germans work.
Yeah.
And they have a very high work ethic, which also affects other parts negatively. We'll get to that part. Yeah. But they have a high work ethic.
Which is good because once you've worked in Germany and you start working somewhere outside of your, outside of Germany, people will most likely take you because you worked in Germany.
Yeah.
Or you studied in Germany.
Or you're from Germany.
Yeah. Or you speak German. Like things like this. It really is good in that way because we have this rumor about us. I don't know if it's true or not. Doesn't matter. That can be discussed and argued about. But the standard of how we work, the work ethic, people know about that. And so it's always welcomed outside of Germany.
People know about the German product. They call it German machines. Yes. Like a lot of things that come out of Germany are considered very high quality and high standard. Yeah. So going from Germany to other countries and applying to work, they see with this picture of, wow, a German worker, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So when it comes to work and job security, that is a pro.
Not just that. I would also say there's no other country where I can just know, okay, I can leave. Sometimes I even forget to lock my car, and we know the car is still going to be there tomorrow. Or you need to go shortly and pick something up, and you leave your kids inside the car, and you run down a little bit of the windows.
So basically, security.
The security in itself, like it is. I would say on the countryside, we're living more in a village than in a city.
I wouldn't say village, but yeah, we're living on the outskirts.
Town. Let's say we live in a town.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say we have the security.
Yes.
And something like this, like kidnapping our kids, wouldn't easily happen.
The crime
it can
rate,
still happen. It is still there, especially in bigger cities like Berlin, Hamburg, or cities like that. But not here. Like we've never experienced something like this here.
Yes.
So security is really good here.
And I would say the crime rate is quite low, in comparison to other countries I've been to, like the US, the UK, South Africa, Nigeria. The crime is quite low. Also the case with some other European countries that we have been to, but right now we're focusing on Germany, and it's low. And I think one of the reasons why it's low is because there's a very high population of the middle class, and they all have a job, something to do.
With security.
So first of all, you're too busy to commit a crime. And Germans, I'm telling you, Germans, they work you don't have time for that. You can't do crime on your free time. There's no free time. So Germans work, and they are their own security. They don't need the police. They will watch you misbehaving and call the police on you.
You will have the grandma looking out. Oh God, be sure. In Germany, you will have grandma standing at the windows and staring outside and looking for something to do. They will call 911.
113 or 112.
In Germany, it would be 112.
112.
I tell you, 110 actually.
112 is for what?
I think it's for ambulance. 110 is
something that begins with 1 and continues with 1 and ends with another number.
No, it's 1 and then another number. You can either choose 2, 3, or 0.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing. Those older people that are retired, their new job is to act as security cameras for the community. So they will just stay at the window and observe things. And once they see anything that looks close to suspect, before it's shots, they're calling the police.
Oh, yeah.
So that also, it's not very good, but it also helps to the security of the place. Yeah. So another pro is security. What is another pro? I would say, since you're thinking about the pro, you're the German, you should know the pros. I would say the technology when it comes to engineering, like cars.
Oh yeah, they have good cars. We have good cars.
People know our German cars, like good cars and fast cars and
Audi, Mercedes, BMW. These are the main cars that they're German.
Yeah.
We are proud of it.
And the Volkswagen, the English people call it
Opel.
Like Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Awful.
Let
me tell you guys,
Volkswagen.
That's how you say it proper.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. That's
the people's
car.
Vehicle.
This
wagon is like probably vehicle and auto is car. Probably things.
Vehicle.
Yeah, vehicle. Vehicle.
I say vehicle.
Vehicle.
Is that how the Americans say it?
I don't know how they say it. That's how we say it in Nigeria. Vehicle.
Vehicle.
It's a vehicle, yeah. So.
I was like,
wait,
what?
So that. And that's another pro. And I love the highway. Yeah. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
That's a very big pro.
Yeah.
I love the highway since we are still on cars.
Yes.
I love the fact that there are parts where there are no speed limits. And you can just drive with your nice car.
He
just
loves it.
Go high speed and just cruise. She does too. She pretends that she just doesn't.
All in the car. And I can just push the gas. And
push the gas. The pedal.
Even my kids.
Oh, Jason love it.
Jason loves it. You know what he does? He says, ready, set, and then once you push that thing, he says, go!
Yeah, so they love it. And so you're talking about the free education. That's another pro.
Yeah. We don't have to go into the details of education in itself if you're happy about how they educate the kids.
Just about
something else.
Education.
The free education, you get free education here. You still pay some little fees, like which is around 100 or 200 euros, depending, like in university. If you want to bring the kids to a private school, then of course you pay according to your earnings, the private school. So you really actually have a cool system in that sense that it's free, and still good. The system is different to the UK or the States or even Nigeria. It's a more system of sorting out if you want to do an apprenticeship or you want to go and study, because that's two different things. People that want to study are mostly those people that want to become lawyers or doctors or even teachers or engineering or IT. And then practical stuff like
the apprentices.
Apprentices are like office jobs, even like
mechanics, pharmacists.
Yeah.
So they separate it very well. One area is apprenticeship and one is studies.
Yes.
And technically, those who study earn a bit more than those who do the apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Although those that went through apprenticeship maybe have a better hands-on experience.
Yes.
Because
the study is mostly just study, no practical experiences. Yes. And the cool thing about apprenticeship is that you, even when you start with it, you still do partly, you still have the school. Yeah. And then you also go on the job side. Yeah. So you earn some
money while you're doing the apprenticeship.
While you do the apprenticeship, and you also get experience. Yeah. Like practical experiences. Yeah. So you're not just reading and getting all the theory, but not really doing anything about it.
But that's another pro, like just that free education. That's very good. What's another pro?
I think the health insurance or health security that we have. Man, that's something that I appreciate, and it doesn't matter where we end up in the world. I would always come back to Germany to give birth, because for me that is free. Even if I would want to give birth at home, or want to have a special midwife, my health insurance covers that, and that's amazing. Yeah. When I hear people talking about giving birth in the States, and it costs you about 20K or 30K, my lord! And how
expensive it is to have health insurance.
And you guys still have four or five kids. And I'm just calculating, it's like, how can you survive? Yep. You must go into debts to be able to pay that bill. So
student debts, medical debts, a lot of debts,
And that's the cool thing here in Germany, that we have that kind of system to go to the doctor if you need to, and your health insurance pays for it, and you don't need to worry about it because you constantly pay into that health insurance every month. Which can also be in a negative side, because sometimes, or quite often, we don't use it that much. Yeah.
So I would say that's also like a pro, like good health insurance, good health system, good medical system. Like if a surgery needs to be done or something very complicated needs to be done, you have capable hands, in Germany.
So, and they're known for that as a trip. Germans are known for being good doctors.
So
I think those are the main
pros.
Main pros that I can think of. Sadly.
Any other pro?
Nope. I don't know. Oh, once you have friends in Germany, you have friends.
That's not a pro. We'll leave that. What else?
That's a pro. Because they're hard to get friends.
We can talk about that when we talk about the cons.
Okay.
Building friendship. It's not easy. But once you do, then you have them. But still, it's not easy. Ready? Start with the cons?
You can start with the cons.
I started with the pros. You start with the cons. All right. Okay. And now we'll talk about the cons. You want to start? What is con
Germany
number one?
Will suck out all your joy. Your life.
So dramatic.
Lord, let me tell you, there's a reason why we Germans like to, for holidays, vacation, go outside of Germany to take vacations. Because if you stay in Germany, you either keep on working or you just get depressed. You have to leave this country to renew your mind, your soul, your body, your everything.
Get your strength back and come back to work.
Yes, to be able to breathe. You don't survive any other way. I'm really sorry to say that and to break some dreams and hopes of you guys, but that is basically it. It can really drain you if you're not careful. It can really suck out your life out of you, because it is, as we talked about it, as much as this is a working country, like we like to work, we like to achieve things.
Is a pro.
It's a pro, it's a good thing, but it is easily turned into a very hard thing that doesn't bring you a lot of joy.
Yes.
It will, and actually more will take out your life and the happiness and the joy of, living in general, because you just living to
pay bills,
to work, to pay bills to work,
yeah,
to pay bills to work, and then you have a little bit of extra time with your family, but that's it.
And then you almost live for the holidays, and then you leave the country, go somewhere to have a holiday, and then you come back to the same working system.
Yeah.
And we're not saying this just based on our experience. We've heard it a couple of times where people are comfortable financially, but they have almost no joy.
No joy.
It's almost like they're giving away their happiness. They're working and making money at the expense of their happiness.
Yes.
And it's almost like they have like zero social life, especially if you're a foreigner trying to build connections or build friendships. And that is the second con. Building friendships in Germany
is hard.
Is very hard.
Very, very hard.
Especially as an international. And I can speak for myself because, she was born here. For me, to connect to Germans or to build friendship is very hard. I don't know about other people's experience, but it's not very easy because it's a very cold culture.
Oh, let me tell you guys. Not just him. Me too, Hey, I'm telling you, those Germans.
She's a German.
No.
Those Germans.
I'm half German.
That's where she begins to bring her half side, half German, half Swedish.
Half. I'm a mix, I'm a mix. I'm half. I'm a half caste.
I don't even know what half caste.
I'm Swedish and I'm German. But let me tell you guys, even me as a German, I struggle with that. I struggle from the very beginning, from my young age. I struggled always to connect with Germans. I always connected with people, foreigners. I always connected. If it was, people from Turkey or Americans or whatsoever, I always connected with those that are, not the normal type of Germans, let's say it like that. Because my family is also not the normal type of Germans. Typical Germans.
So,
but
building friendship is hard. But I must say, if you end up building friendship and you're successful,
yes,
then it's really solid friendships. Like they can last. Like when a German calls you his friend, they're not just saying it to be nice.
No.
Like they are, for sure, they mean it. Yeah. And then you have a friend for life. But before you get to that point,
picture it like that. They're like the coconut. It's hard to break in. But once you break in, it's soft.
So much wisdom.
Yes,
Preach it. Preach it.
It is soft. And you can form it.
Yeah.
And you can talk with it. Okay, let's just let it there.
That's too much.
Too much.
Yeah, so that's like, because I'm saying that because in comparison to I've been to the US, and on the surface, based on my experience, they seem very friendly and
they're
nice.
Like a peach. Soft outside, inside very hot.
Wow, now I have to just come in with this explanation of fruits. But you get the point. But so you think they were your friends because of how they smiled at you and they were polite and nice and everything. But it was very superficial, man.
How are you? High five. Sorry.
It's funny, I'm telling you. Because,
even we Germans, we laugh about the Americans. Let me tell you guys, we make fun of the Americans because we know how they are and we know how we are, so we make fun of them.
Because then because the first time I went to the States, I was like, wow, everybody like friendly and everything. I can make friends easy. The culture shock.
There's a reason why he ended up with a German
There's
in
a
the
reason.
States.
Good point. Went to the US, ended up marrying a German in the US. But anyway, and funny wise, I have friends, a lot of friends that are based in the US, but are married to Germans. That's very interesting. Because you would think that we would connect more with the Americans because of the warmness, but we actually end up connecting more with the German person. Because at least with the Germans, we know where we stand, you know? We know if we are liked or we're not liked.
Oh yeah, we're really direct.
Yeah.
That's something, I like that actually with our culture. We're very direct. A person will not lie if they like your outfit or not. They will tell you in the face. They will also tell you if they don't like you in the face.
Yep.
Like they're very, very correct. That's why sometimes you will see a lot of people staring at you because they're very
they stare
direct.
a lot.
Yeah, they're very direct in a lot of things. And from young age, we learn that at school already to be very direct.
Yeah.
So that's something I like. I like that about that culture actually a lot.
So that's another thing because and the thing is this, Germans are very direct when it comes to things they don't like.
Oh no, but the things that they like.
But they don't give compliments. And in the States, they give a lot of compliments and they compliment everything. Even when they don't really like you, they just sound as if they like you. And then you find out that it's the other.
And in the back, they're
they just speak against you or whatever.
To snatch
but with the Germans, when they keep quiet, then everything is good.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working at a company.
Yeah.
When you do something wrong, then they're very verbal. They attack it
fast.
very fast. When everything is going good, they keep quiet.
Yeah.
That could also be a con because they don't give compliments easy or encourage you verbally in that way. But that's like a minor con for me. The major one is building friendships and connections. It can be very hard.
Yeah.
And as an interracial couple, or as a black person from Nigeria, like an African person, that can also be very difficult to find your place in Germany. That's another thing.
It took us a long, long time.
Because I came in the season when there were a lot of influx of refugees. And so one of the perceptions that people had about black people was they were refugees and they were poor from Africa, whatever. They're sucking the system dry. They're dependent on the government. Just different negative stereotypes. And
so we experienced that also at offices, public offices, like getting paper stuff done like for residency and like things like this. And I was shocked. I've never experienced something like this before in my life. That was when we went to Landratsamt, that's like the office where they handle residency and stuff like that.
Yes.
So like the first thing they were like, oh yeah, you refugee, why are you married to her? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, do you know this man, he's been traveling probably more than you have. He's probably way more smarter than you are. He speaks more languages than you can. Like, I was so shocked of the perception of...
Oh, yeah. There is a perception, yeah.
His skin color, not even culture. It's about his skin color. And that's something that I was so mad at, that we as Germans did not learn from our experiences in the past, because we have a past and we had an issue and we still have an issue with that in our country. So I thought we learned out of our history, but apparently we did not.
Yeah.
So that's
that's the subtle racism that is not as obvious as in the States or in South Africa,
it's
where
indirect, yeah.
Where, for example, you're killed or shot, by a cop, or it's not that obvious and that extreme, but you have it in the system, and you can find it in offices, how they treat you,
the police.
and also with police, like how they handle your case if you're black, like the suspicion that you could be a criminal or that you could be carrying drugs or whatever, that's there in some parts of Germany. And you also have this the issue, funny wise, in the church.
Yeah, we actually talked about it the other day.
In the church, where you would think that you would feel
welcomed,
more comfortable or welcomed. Sometimes you can actually face racism in those circles.
It's indirect racism.
It's very indirect. It's not obvious.
It's never obvious.
But you can tell, what it is. So that is a con, especially as a Black person or as an interracial couple. And it's something that you should be aware of if you're planning to move here, so you have thick skin for it, or like you're willing to go against it. You will find people that don't feel that way about you, of course. But I wish that more people would speak against it, because not speaking against it means that you're a part of it.
Yeah.
So you can just sit down there and say, I am not racist, but you don't speak against racist treatments.
We have to stand up and educate people about different things.
Yeah.
Because this racism it goes so deep. It starts in our education. It starts in how we teach our children with history or things, simple things. And that's really, it's a big issue. It's a very, very big issue that we have. And I think a big start of a change is by already coming together and talking about it, and us as an example, like to agree, marrying one another, being in that position, saying, okay, we don't think there's racism, we are one. We cut our skin open, we won. There's no difference between your color and my color. There's no difference. We are both beautiful the way we are. So like there will be changes, and I think like some generations from here on, it will look different.
There are some changes. Like it's not as bad as it used to be, of course.
No. But it's definitely not where it should be.
Yeah. And I'm not against seeing the differences in our color. We're different in color, and it makes it beautiful. But I'm against seeing someone as lesser of value because they look different. And that's another thing that would be a con for Germany right now. It's getting better, but it's not there yet. So yeah.
That's definitely
another con of
taxes
living in Germany.
And bills and health insurance.
Health insurance is okay.
Okay, let me tell you guys, okay? As much as there's a lot of security, there's also a lot of control. With security comes control. It always is combined. Because to achieve security, you have to control. You either like it or you don't. There's a reason why in Germany we have a huge middle class. By middle class, I mean people that work and they go home. They have their little house maybe. When they retire, they maybe have like a Wohnwagen, like a,
like
trailer.
a travel car, like a trailer or whatever.
And that's it. They've achieved it in their lives. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a huge middle class, but you have very little people that make it and they are rich.
And the middle class are those that pay taxes to the system. Yes. Okay.
So they will suck you dry with all those taxes that you pay. The more you earn, the more tax you pay. So you will never even earn above a certain amount because you pay just more taxes. You think you earn a lot more, but in the end you will not, because they will just take most of it from you. As well as health insurance. The more you pay more health insurance. Even if you don't use it. There's times where you don't even use it. I don't even sometimes go to the doctors because I'm like, they're just telling me exactly the thing that I know. Yeah. So I'm just going to the pharmacy, paying my stuff by myself, because most of the times I even have to do that because nowadays not all of the prescriptions are free. So most of the prescriptions that I get, I still have to pay some money for it. So it's not really like it has its good part, definitely, don't misunderstand me, but it has a lot of negative parts as well. So like you have this, you pay so much for everything.
So much taxes.
So much taxes.
And you pay taxes on almost everything. Everything.
Yes.
Whatever you buy, you pay taxes
Even when you are on...
In pension.
Not just that, or you're on parental leave. You still pay taxes on your parental leave. The money that you paid in to be off of work to take care of your kid. You still pay taxes for that, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You pay taxes after you paid in for your pension. You still pay taxes on your pension.
Before they pay you your pension. Now, mind you, you paid in money for your pension. Before your pension comes to you, it is taxed again. Although it has been taxed before when you were working.
Yes. And then you die. And you pay taxes on your gravestone that you have.
Everything.
When does that end?
Like everything is taxed.
Seriously, I'm at this point where I'm just. I mean, people. I think you can feel my frustration because it really, really, really be off. Really, like I love this country in the way of the security, but does this security? My question is here: does this security bring you joy? Does it bring you further? Does it help you in the end of the day? And we're in this point in our lives where we're like, okay, does it really? Is it nice? Right now, we feel like it's still nice. It still brings us, what we want. But we can't imagine ourselves being here for the rest of our lives. Because we see that it can really make you lonely. It can make you feel depressed,
to an extent,
frustrated, and you will miss the joy of life, of serving, of doing what you called to do.
Yeah.
But you can't do it because you can't really get the financial freedom
to be able to do that.
To do that because you just constantly in that circle, the spinning circle that just goes around and around because you can't really go out of it.
And so one of the things that we're doing to get out of the circle is investment. Of course, you guys already know that we're investing in different stuff, real estate, crypto, just different stuff, investing in different stuff. And it's in Nigeria,
YouTube,
like in different
businesses.
ways. And I think it's a very good way to leave this circle of working and earning, because as an investor, of course, you don't pay that much taxes as you would pay as an employee. It's common sense in that regard. But
finding loopholes also helps you.
Yeah.
Like taking things off from taxes helps you also take away from the taxes. That's a positive thing. You can deduct a lot of things from the taxes, which also helps you.
You could deduct a lot of things if you were like a freelancer, like self-employed or whatever. Yeah. As an employee, not so much. But that can be a con. And just the tax system is very interesting.
It's very complex.
Yeah,
also.
it's very, even the even the tax advisors, they don't fully understand the complexity of the German tax system.
No. Even the tax office doesn't even have a clue of the taxes. So
I wouldn't say they don't have a clue, but they don't have.
Most of them don't really have a clue.
So that's another con. So I'm sure there are people on this, like watching this video, that are saying doesn't matter. I still feel it's better to be here, and that's okay.
That's okay.
Everybody has a different opinion, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Like we're not trying to push ours on yours, but if you feel like you can connect with what we're saying, you can just comment below and just let us know what you think a pro is and what you think a con is in that regard.
What do you think about seeing you as people that are thinking outside of the box in Germany?
Okay, if you don't fit into the system,
like for example, people that are like doing stuff like us, people that are maybe YouTubers or investing in things and having ideas, business ideas,
like big ideas and what you want to do,
and like traveling part-time, being here part-time, like things like this, or even thinking about doing homeschooling, or not sending your kids to daycare, like things like this. I feel like you get a lot of judgment of that in Germany. I don't know how it is in other countries, but it's definitely different here.
Yeah, you have to fit into a box. Yeah. And if you think outside of this box, they're almost like, who do you think you are? Yeah. You think, what makes you think you can achieve that? Yes. But it doesn't really matter to us in that regard because we just go for it. But that is something that you could watch out for. And like my wife already mentioned, the stare, when you look different, the way they stare you down and whatever. So that can also be another thing. Yeah. So,
also language,
the language, oh my goodness, it's like a big thing we didn't mention. I love the fact that right now I am multilingual as regards, I've always been multilingual, but as regards English and German, that I can speak it now, and I'm grateful for that. But it's not very easy to integrate into Germany because of the language. So if you're coming from an English-speaking country or from any other country where you speak another language, that is going to be the first hurdle to cross. So I would say those are the pros and those are the cons that we just mentioned. You can let us know in the comments below.
If you have more pros.
If you have more pros or cons. Or what do you think? Do you think that Germany is a place for you that you can see yourself living like
Let us
forever
know.
or for a long time, or if you feel like I'm thinking about going somewhere else, just let us know. We'd like to get your opinion.
And also, where would that be? That would be interesting.
That'd be good.
That
And
would be
why?
interesting.
Why would that place be the place you want to move to?
Yeah, Bali.
Because there's no perfect country.
No.
So why
There's
would
never
you,
going to be a perfect country.
So why do you want to choose where you want to move to?
Yes. That would be very interesting. Let us know. And then before you do that, hit the like button.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share our channel with everybody that you know.
Yeah.
Because we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we can't wait to see you guys soon.
See you in the next video.
See you
Bye.
next time. Bye.